Zoom meeting this morning because they felt like some people were upset that the Academy just released one statement, just a sentence saying that they don't condone violence and that wasn't enough, while others felt like, hey, this is going to blow over, just let's let it lie. But I can tell you, though, that a source close to the situation tells CNN just moments ago that last night the Academy, that they considered removing Will Smith from the broadcast. That's huge news to know that.
What does that even mean?
That means that they actually thought about approaching Will Smith and having him leave the premises, because the Academy has bylaws against violence. And if you are an Academy member...
Let me just say this. The Oscars want to remove Will Smith. However, you have a whole segment where Chris Rock talks about how they have to, the Academy Awards, the Oscars have to approve his jokes, right? They have to approve exactly what he says on stage, and if it doesn't get approved, his jokes don't get a pass through. Next thing, my observation on this is, why in the hell would the Oscars approve him disrespecting Jada Pinkett, a black woman, more than one time, right? He has done this on more than one occasion, and clearly, if he has to get the okay from the Oscars, right, the board meeting, the head of board or whatever, whoever regulates what the fuck he says on stage, why did they let these kind of jokes pass through, not ever being checked, not ever being said, hey, that's inappropriate, don't say that. However, they let her be disrespected on more than one occasion, and not just her, and those jokes get to pass through. And now all of a sudden they got a problem because Will Smith jumped up on stage and slapped a dog piss out of Chris Rock for his jokes, and they don't condone violence, but they clearly condone disrespect. They clearly condone disrespect of a black woman. They condone that. However, Chris Rock had to be checked to make sure he didn't say anything about certain people they didn't want him to talk about. This is a crock of shit. And if anything, if they check Will Smith on this, then everybody needs to fucking boycott. They need to boycott the Oscars. There's no way the Oscars should get away with this. So maybe next time they need to check through the jokes and make sure that they don't make he doesn't make actual personal jokes about a person, making it personal, which is what Chris Rock did. So if they check Will Smith on this, I think that the Oscars need to be boycotted, point blank, period. There's two sides to this. They don't get to check a man who literally is protecting the well-being of his wife. They want to put some laws down, some regulations down on Will Smith for actually being a man, being a man and protecting his wife. However, let somebody else, that they've got up there as a guest speaker, talk smack about his wife, and that's okay? I'm sorry, this pissed me off.
Which we don't know if Will Smith is, you sign and you agree to those bylaws. And they are very strict. And those bylaws went into effect once the Me Too movement started, after Harvey Weinstein was accused of assaulting women. And they also said, though, that the leadership of the Academy, they were seated in different spots in that massive Dolby Theater, and that they weren't able to mobilize in time and get everybody together. This is an unprecedented moment, and for them to get together and discuss and all agree about what to do. You might say, well, they had 45 minutes, but it's not as easy as it looks. And again, sort of no precedent for this. A lot of questions about security too. Even though it's Will Smith, even though he's an A-list actor and up for an award,
and talk shit
there be
about
security there
for the second
those are
fucking
questions
time
that you're seeing. So
in 4 years.
It'll be interesting to see if the Academy responds further.
Samara, your position, I think, is, or you tweeted out that the person most hurt by Will Smith's slap is Will Smith. Yeah. How so?
Anyways, maybe the Oscar awards and all these different awards need to check the people that they got as comedians going up there talking smack about people's life partners, and maybe they should, instead of correcting or making sure they don't make jokes about people that you don't want them to make jokes about, why don't you make it universal and not let him disrespect this black woman who is the wife of Will Smith? Maybe you should do that. Maybe the Oscars should have done that before the joke even got out. Ha ha. Clearly.